How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Belgian come Vermont way, in a hopefully delicious way, in form of Burlington Beer Company. It's their Geodesic SnowGlobe. What is this beer? It is a Trappist style. You don't see that a lot. You see the Belgian style, Belgian dark, Belgian quad, not Trappist style. Trappist style quadruple, aged in Pinot Noir and Cabernet Sauvignon barrels. So you got a double barrel, wine barrel aged Belgian style quad. That's wheelhouse, baby. So let's dive in, let's see what the sucker has. Like I said, Geodesic SnowGlobe. It is coming in at a robust 12.2% alcohol by volume. On the side here, a little story time. We have Geodesic SnowGlobe is inspired by the traditional Trappist brewed quadruples. Our interpretation is layered with complex malt bill to provide rich flavors and aromas of honey-covered figs, raisin bread, walnut, toffee, and molasses. This beer was aged in Pinot Noir and Cabernet Sauvignon barrels for 7 months, adding flavors of red jam, vanilla, and coconut. Gotta have that coconut, baby. And this beer will evolve and change over time. Please drink by 2023. Is there a date actually on here? 2017 version. So this is 2018. I picked this actually up at Burlington when I was up there on my Vermont trip. Hey, listen. Barrel-aged Belgians, let alone Trappist-style quads. As I said, that's my wheelhouse. So to see something like this sitting on a shelf at a random brewery, two things happen. One, I'm super excited, and two, I'm kind of fucking pissed off because why people are not picking this up. Now, it might be a poopy beer, I don't know, but again, if it said, I don't know, a bunch of other words and things on it, people would freak out. Label-wise, I like it. I dig it. I love Burlington Beer Company's labels. So, let's give it a whirl. Hopefully she doesn't gush. Oh, look at you. I love it when they don't gush. That, I'm telling you right now, that looks like a fucking Trappist-style quad, a Belgian quad. It's got that dirty, murky, doo-doo water vibe to it, which honestly, to me, kind of goes a long way, just even from a distance. I know looks do not a beer make, but we're off to a pretty good fucking start. It wasn't a big head on there. Now, that is not much like a Trappist quad, but you're talking about double barrel aging going on. It's kind of hard to kind of nail that carbonation or even get that carbonation to stick, so that's not an issue. So what was there is gone, and you're left with that rich, deep, dark, dank, spillable doo-doo water. I spill things every now and then. Wipe that off. There you go. Anyway, see if we can get a nose on her. So yeah, not much as far as sprightliness, carbonation, whatever. I'm also not getting a big, robust kind of deep, figgy, kind of beautiful Belgian core to it. Belgian Trappist quad style core to it. I'm not getting that in there. I'm getting subtle kind of vinous kind of wine notes off it, and albeit a bit savory, albeit a bit robust, so it could be a menage between that and the beer. But yeah, soft raisin vibes, very soft raisin vibes, and a little bit of that wine red grapiness, very subtle, and that's pretty much it. Not much nose-wise there. Is that good or a bad thing? I don't know. Let's dive in and see what she tastes like. Cheers. I'm super fucking pissed at this beer. I am super fucking pissed at this beer because if there was proper carbonation in this beer, it'd be one of my favorite beers in the history of mankind. I'm going to tell you that right now. This tastes like if a sugar daddy had sex with a sugar plum. That's kind of what you have going on here. And honestly, it makes sense. of what they're trying to do. That would make sense there. Listen, you're going to get those dates, you're going to get those figs, you're going to get those from your Belgian quads. You get the Belgian candy sugar going on, you get a little bit of kind of bready spiciness going on with the Belgian quad or Trappist-style quad. I'm going to reverse that. Trappist quad. There's no such thing as Trappist-style quad. That's the weird thing about the label. It's just, you're a Trappist or you're not. Anyway, it's a Belgian quad made by Trappist breweries, and you're doing that in style. I'm not going to get into the whole BJCP nerdy part of that. But it would give you those kind of vibes. It would give you those dates and figs and that little bit of breadiness and that nice kind of like beautiful mouthfeel. You age those, and then you get in that raisinette kind of range. You get in that beautiful raisin chocolate range that I love so much. Then you're talking about throwing some kind of wine barrels in there. That's kind of when you throw it for a little bit of a loop. You're getting a little bit of kind of rich, more fruity flavors in there. Typically, you're talking about your darker grapiness based off the barrels that they're giving you, but it comes off a bit more plummy for me. And honestly, that is another kind of flavor that you can get from a lot of these kind of Belgian beers, but I feel like it's coming more from that kind of wine barrel side of things, which is totally okay with me. Here's the kicker. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Sweet from that Trappist style. Again, sweet from that wine grape. And a little bit of kind of tart tannicness. It's not necessarily like tart, like sour tart, just a soft tart tannic kind of thing off that grape. You're getting a ton of wood tannin off this. So you're getting that dry woodiness. That's what's balancing off the sweetness for me. To keep this thing in check. To keep it from going like bonkers off into space with an uber sweetness on with that style of beer on top of the wine, on top of the other wine and all that stuff. Where you're like, okay, it's gonna be way too cloying, way too sweet. But no. That softness of the wood, the way the wood keeps everything in check, along with a little bit of that grapiness, like I said, that little grape acidity tannic thing, just keeps everything in a more manageable level. That this is delicious. Listen, I love this beer. This does me proper 6 ways from Sunday. But if this had carbonation to it, not even lively, a nice, decent carbonation to it, it'd get pornographic, let's put it this way. Shit would get wild, and I would not be able to contain myself. And you might see me just strip naked and whatever. I don't even call it. It's a G show so far. PG-13, let's put it that way. But no, I mean, all kidding aside, it does what it wants to do. It gets that Trappist quad thing right, which so many people get wrong. So many people get wrong. It gets that right. It gets the nice balance of both wine barrels without getting too heavy-handed, too over the top, to the point where the barrels take over. And it adds that age component of that kind of sugar daddy, kind of raisin thing that I love so much. It just gets that. So I'm going to tell you right now, on my trip, I went to a bunch of different breweries up in Vermont. I went to Foam, I went to, Zero, it's not Zero Day, but it's the other one. I don't know. We have Zero Day close to me in PA, but I went to Burlington. I went to Alchemist. I went to Lost Nation. I went to Hill Farms and all that stuff. This is by far one of my favorite breweries that I went up there. When I sat there, I drank a bunch of selections when I was at the brewery. They're all sub 5.5, I think I drank. Nothing huge, no double IPAs, none of that stuff. And I've had a bunch of stuff before, but I always wanted to visit and have a good time and enjoy what these guys had to offer. But this was kind of a surprise. Not that I didn't assume they made such things, but I was sitting there ready to pay. And I was like, what are those bottles right there? And I was like, wait, that's a quad? Aged wine barrels? Give me that shit. So to see beers like this, kind of pooping it up on the shelf. It's 2017 release. We're 6 months into 2018 right now, so it's been sitting there for a while. To see these things kind of, shelf turning it up on the shelves up there. One, it's awesome for me because I get to get one, but at the same time, just goes to show me a couple things. One, people haven't evolved that way, or haven't chosen to go that path, or I'm just being myopic and I only like that kind of shit, which I know it's not true. It's not true. Yeah. Good by you, Burlington, because this is really good stuff, and stuff that gives me hope and makes me all light and happy inside when I'm drinking it. But yeah, take a sip and we'll break it down. So let's cut to the chase. One of the better Belgian influenced American born beers I've had as of late. Yes, sure, the barrel aging it does a little bit of extra to get it where it wants to go, but it has that Belgian soul I talk about also often. So good by you. Value and availability, I think this was like fucking like $12. I want to go back and buy it all for $12. Fucking all day. Brewery only, as far as I know. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like old, really old aged Belgian beers, if you like wine barrel aged beers, and you like that marriage of that big plummy, vinous, grapiness thing that I got out of here combined with Belgian beers. I mean, it tastes like a really old Belgian beer. Some of them can kind of get this way without the barrel aging, but it reminds me of some of, not a lot, but some of the barrel aged beers that they've done on La Trappe of their oak aged quad series. That comes off way more banana like, a little bit more old ale like when it ages, as far as what I've had. But this reminds me of that level of barreling, if that makes any sense to anybody out there. So if you like barrel aging, and you like quads, and you want a really, really beautiful example of what they do in the States of that, this will do you good. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Excuse me. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers over there. Type that into Google. See me doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Type that into Google. See me doing the old podcasting stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed your review. Hopefully enjoying a beautiful Belgian-inspired wine barrel-aged beer right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.